I'm Todd Grisham, and what a stunning venue. We are live at the CompuBox Academy. Next to me is Johnny Nelson.
About time, too.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Here we have the artist. They'll be squaring up against. First up, the artist.
This bout is scheduled for 8.
One of the hottest tickets around. And there's the bell for round one. He takes that jab. Good counter punching. So much for defensive abilities. I don't believe what we're seeing here.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Missed him with that uppercut. Those counter punches have to hurt. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you.
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? The defense failed them. How are they still standing?
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
And he scores with the counter. You can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're going to get knocked out. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout.
The bell, sometimes it could...
Here we go, round two. Who's going to land the first big shot? It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab.
I got to stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. So much for defensive abilities. Didn't wait long to get back in and get engaged.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What will they do? What will they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Beautiful counter shot. So much hype surrounding this big matchup as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
This is not just hype. We are in for something special tonight. What an arena, what an atmosphere, what a build-up.
Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? That jab doesn't score. He misses with that straight left. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
Leaves a knockout.
Calm yourself down.
Here we go in round three. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off a very tough round, let's see what they do here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Both want a knockout, you can tell. Just misses with that uppercut. Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Lucky to have avoided that uppercut. He just misses with that jab. That counter shot lands. We wanted action, and they are delivering. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
Wow.
There's the bell to start round 4. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
There's a counter shot. That jab won't score. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. This may do it. Into the fray.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Good job stopping that uppercut. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Did you see that? Stumbling around on Bambi legs. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight.
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. nice idea with the jab, but does not land. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
No rest for the weary. And he misses with the left uppercut. Well done with that counter shot. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Every second.
Let's start the 6. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Looking to land the hook. Johnny, as you know, there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive.
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? Missed him with that uppercut. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. Nice counter shot. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
This round could go either way. Whoa, wait a minute! And they got caught! Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. Here we go, it's round 7. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet, not until your senses have come back.
And he scores with the counter. Lucky to have avoided that uppercut. Nice counter shot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Unlucky to miss with that uppercut. You've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses. How do you deal with it?
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Tried to score with a jab. Good-looking right hook, but that was blocked. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. The stamina is off the charts. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
You know, I've been in fights like that.
And we enter the 8th round. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab. Rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
And the artist has been dropped. We wondered how good his chin was, but no.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Well, they're back on their feet right now, Johnny. Do they go toe for toe or do they play defense here?
Hard, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up from the stool again? That was a shot.
He's got the advantage halfway through the round.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T, play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over again, then...
And there it is, the knockdown punch we knew was coming. And as you can see here, a picture-perfect punch did the trick.
That's lights out right there.
One, two, three, four. Listen to me. Are you okay?
Well, they beat the count and are ready to go again.
But now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. The 3 judges agree, and we've got a unanimous decision.
What a whitewash. You know, that's skills, that's class,